Welcome back, Summoners. Season 13 has just started, and there have been so many changes and adjustments that have happened, and all that is covered on other channels, so I will not beat you over the head with that kind of stuff. Today, I'm going to be discussing what I think the best third-party app for League of Legends is, starting in Season 13. The season's been open for like 3 days, Slime. How can you possibly know what the best app is? You clearly are making a snap decision for clickbait. Well, you'd probably be right, except I'm going to use my third-party app knowledge and expertise to narrow down the list instead of just picking an app, piping it up for a few minutes, and calling it a day. Let's knock out the easy ones first. ProComps is out because it doesn't have overlays. League Tracker is out because all it does is track summoner spells, and that's about it. Blitz is out because it's Blitz, and anyone who has used Blitz or has watched my review on it knows exactly what I'm talking about. Zar is solid, and it will be high on my tier list, but if you get a poor quality guide or there isn't one for a high tier guide of your champion, you're not in a great spot, so it will fall short and not be considered for the best. Outplayed is just for clipping stuff and is not really unique to League of Legends, so clearly it cannot be included in this list. If you like the content or want to know more about what I think about third-party apps, you know what to do. Leauge is a great asset for content creators like me. They have fixed some of the issues I've commented on in the past, but there are a few things holding it back from being a top-tier app. Leauge doesn't try to cater to high elo players or compete directly with the big daddy apps, so this is expected. I know I'm not explaining everything, that is what the in-depth commentaries are for. Speaking of in-depth commentaries, Mobalytics has switched to Overwolf, and I need to review that app and break it down. Because I haven't had much time to experiment and check it out, I will not be including it in this list. If you watch this channel, you know I love this app, but I can't co-sign Mobalytics because I haven't reviewed it in excruciating detail that would be required to make an informed decision. The same can be said for OPGG and Senpai. I haven't used them in a while, and it would be inappropriate of me to give an informed decision on either of these apps as it currently stands. FaceCheck has shown me something in recent months, however. I have been very impressed with what it brings to the table, lots of information and lots to process. I think FaceCheck is a solid choice for in the running for best of the season so far. UGG is alright. I have some issues with the app. The jungle overlay town was for one. They pop up red if you didn't see the camp get cleared, but the times aren't always accurate to the respawn time. They're accurate to the max time it could be. Now this is nitpicky and it might have been patched by now. The last time I used UGG was for a different video where I had like 8 apps running at once, so I couldn't see anything on the map. Drop a comment if you want me to release that video, and you already know more in-depth guides at UGG are coming. Porofessor has been reliable for a long time. The only big change that they have made is spell tracking. When you're top tier, I guess you don't really have to make any changes, but good lord, this gray color scheme needs a tweak. I feel like I'm in that one Fairly Odd Parents episode. We've got Porofessor still on top, and I think UGG is pretty close, all things considered, and I think that Mobalytics could be in the running too, but I haven't played around with it enough to make an informed decision. FaceCheck is the only app on this list I didn't have a slight critique for. Now, does this make it the best? Well, you tell me. The only issue I had with Porofessor was its color choice. So, that shouldn't really be faulting it, should it? After all, Porofessor is used by pros and almost like 9 million people. If you want to see positive things about these apps and how they rank in a tier list, check out the video right here. If you skip to the end, subscribe, then go back and rewatch. And if you've made it to the end of the video, tell me who would win in a fight, Garen or 500 Poros.